Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Michael, and today I have a new wand to share with you, as you probably saw from the episode description. But this video also represents kind of a transition in the channel and a new phase of my collection that I'm really excited to share with everyone. So if you've watched my 100 wand video series or the update to that series, which we can link down in the description below so you can see all of those, you will know that I pretty much have all of the wands that are available through merchandise, through Noble Collection, through Universal Studios, almost all the ones from Cursed Child. I'm still missing Ron and Hermione's Cursed Child wands, but Broadway is still closed due to COVID, so I don't know when I'm going to get those. So part of having a collection is it's really fun to chase down all of the pieces of your collection, but then it's kind of like you get all of them and then you don't really have anywhere else to go, and that's kind of a bummer. The other piece of that is that, Harry Potter wands are licensed merchandise, and J.K. Rowling, who has come out with just atrocious statements about the trans community that I find reprehensible and unacceptable. She makes money from the sales of that merchandise, and that's something I really don't want to support very much anymore. I'm also just not really interested in the the Harry Potter New York store wands, the Celebration Collector's Editions wands from those stores. I'm not really crazy about the design, so you're probably not going to see any of those wands on this channel. Just not really interested in them. So where does that leave the collection, where there's no really more wands to buy that I want? I also don't want to go down licensed merch routes as much as I can anymore. So where that leaves me is there's tons and tons and tons of amazing artists that have sprung up through the Harry Potter community that make wands. And there's tons of unique designs out there. I have two so far wooden wand collection videos that show all of the wooden wands that are in the collection that aren't necessarily character wands, but were made by different artisans. And so it got me thinking, there are other wands from the Harry Potter movies that are assigned to certain characters, like we know what they look like, but they haven't been sold anywhere for various reasons. And I'm thinking that it's going to be a new phase of the collection where I'm going to be collecting those type of wands that are created by independent artists and are wands that we know belong to certain people. So this is going to be a wand that I got that I'm going to share with you today. And so that is going to be this one. As you might have seen already by the episode description, so this is going to be the wand of Antonin Dolohov. So this wand is from the Wizarding Shop, which is a store on eBay that sells a lot of different wands, and a lot of them are made by wood. So the owner of that shop is Mark Gardner, and I was messaging with him on Instagram, just asking him some questions about the wands, like where does he source them from, how does he get them, and it turns out that he actually works with a lot of independent wand creators and sources the wands from them, and then he gets the wands, he creates the boxes himself. So the sticker that's on the front, as well as the sticker on the end here and on the other end, all of these wands, so he makes the boxes for that, which I think is pretty cool. So definitely go check out his Wizard Collection Instagram and then the shop Instagram so that you can see when new releases are coming out. But he features a ton of wands on his store, like Cornelius Fudge's wand, some Death Eater wands, and other wands that we've seen either like behind the scenes books or just from the films that we know what they look like, but they were never sold by Noble Collection or other sellers for some reason. So I'm excited that to get connected with him and to start featuring some of his products. So let's open it up. So the box itself is really well made. It's got this nice textured paper on it and is fully glued down on the inside. He included a couple of little bonus items. So the first is an Antonin Dolohov wanted poster, which I think is really cool. That is kind of a nice little feature to open up and see, like, oh yeah, there's the Death Eater that this is connected to. So there's that. And then he also included his business card, which has platform 9 3/4 on one side, and then the URLs for his store on the others. So very cool marketing there. I like that. And then there's the wand itself, which is in a like a kind of a foam pad, and then kind of a velvety fabric on the inside to help keep it safe. And then the wand itself. So this is Antonin Dolohov's wand. Very spooky looking. It's got this really cool curve where just the neck comes down like that, and it's made completely from wood. So this is there's no like metal poles or any. It's not made of resin. This isn't fragile and breakable. If you saw my 101 series, you know how many of them I've accidentally damaged. So I'm really glad to have this as part of the collection, and yeah, I love the way it looks. I'm so happy with it. So the reason I don't think Antonin Dolohov's wand has ever been sold by Noble Collection is probably the neck piece here. To have that kind of shape, and the way Noble Collection makes most of their wands is it's a resin, there's a mold that they pour resin into, and then they also put a metal rod into a lot of the wands so that they stay straight. It can warp and bend with time. Wood doesn't do that, but the resin wands do. And so with this kind of make that shape out of resin, that would be really hard. And I think that this would just break off a lot if it was delicate like this. I mean, this one isn't going anywhere because it's actually durable. But that's the reason I don't think Noble Collection ever managed to get this wand. So we have seen this one before. So at the Harry Potter Studio Tour in London, they did an event back before COVID where they had a bunch of wands on display that kind of hadn't been seen before, including like Madame Maxime's wand and a couple of others. So my friend Rodney, who is one spell away on Instagram, actually took pictures of this wand that from that event. So put those here so you can see what those look like. So that would be like the screen used prop, like the wand that was created by the makers there for that. So very spooky looking, this cool twisted skull with like kind of a screaming skull on the end of it. I really like the way it looks. And then we've also seen it from the Harry Potter the Wand collection book. And so Antonin Dolohov's wand is ID'd in this book. And so if you own this, which I really like this book a lot, they did a great job of featuring the wands, but this one is shown there. So very spooky, very creepy. Which I like. I like all the Death Eater wands. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about this wand and what it did in the series. So to be honest, kind of all the Death Eaters just blend together for me because they're all like last names and they're all masked. So I don't really like, whenever I was reading the books, it's hard for me to tell the difference between the Death Eaters. But Antonin Dolohov is a really bad dude. He's done a lot of really bad stuff. So first off, he was like one of the chief torturers for Voldemort for torturing Muggles and non-supporters of Voldemort. He actually murdered Fabian and Gideon Pruitt, who are Molly Weasley's two brothers. They were killed in the First Wizarding War, and he had something to do with that. So I think there were like 5 different witches and wizards in that, and it was like a brutal murder. It was really bad, so really bad too. So he went to Azkaban for that. So Igor Kokorov gives up his name during his trial where he's trying to get names to get out of going to jail, and he gives Antonin Dolohov's name as a torturer, but Antonin Dolohov's already been arrested by that point, so that's a name that doesn't really get Igor Kokorov anywhere. So then later he's broken out of Azkaban for Order of the Phoenix. So when the Department of Mysteries battle happened, he was there. He was actually the one that did the flame curse on Hermione. Hermione used Silencio on him, but so he used the curse non-verbally. So that big slash she got across her chest, that was Dolohov. That was the guy that did this, and that was the wand that did it. He also used Tarantalegra on Neville. So when Neville was Harry and Neville were trying to get up the amphitheater from the Death Arch, so his Neville's legs were flailing everywhere, and he actually kicked Harry's hand and actually busted the prophecy. So that was Dolohov also. Dolohov also kicked Neville like in the face, so it broke his wand and his nose. So that was Dolohov also. So Dolohov was a really big player in the Department of Mysteries, and he's the reason most of that stuff went wrong. He hurt a lot of people, so not a great wand. So he went to Azkaban as a result of the Department of Mysteries, and then was broken out a year later when Voldemort took control of everything, and was again just a really bad dude. It was him and Raoul that went to the cafe when Harry unknowingly broke the taboo and set the trace on him. It was him, Dolohov and Raoul, who went to the cafe and were fighting Harry, Hermione, and Ron in that cafe. He got disarmed, and Hermione used the memory charm on him, so that was Dolohov again. So again, he keeps popping up, like he's in like all these scenes, and I was like, Dolohov, which one is that? They all blur together for me, but that was him. So he got his memory wiped. I guess at some point he got his memory restored because he's at the Battle of Hogwarts. He actually ends up killing Lupin, so this is the one that kills Lupin. So don't come after me for owning it. So really bad guy, but then he loses to Flitwick and like when they're all in the Great Hall dueling, so Flitwick defeats him, and so that was the end of his days of terror. We don't really know if he died or if he just went back to Azkaban, so we don't really know what happened to him, but this one did a lot of stuff to a lot of main characters, so it's really spooky, but I am really glad to have it in the collection. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really excited to be continuing the collection and building the collection and accumulating more wands. Really grateful to the Wizarding Shop for just making this wand in general. So I definitely hope to be making a couple more purchases from that shop and sharing that with y'all. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you really enjoyed it. Check us out on Instagram. We're posting a lot there every day. Keep the magic alive, and we'll see you later. Bye.